Romaine, the manager's been down. You've had a long meeting in the dressing room. Is that with a view to sorting things out for these final 4 games now?
Yeah, I think we've got the harsh realities in the situation that we're in, and we need to start taking accountability to a man. I think we've had an open and honest conversation now. It's about trying to react and bounce back because, like I said, we've been poor for the last 5-6 games now, and although performances might have been close and X, Y and Z, the be-all and end-all is we haven't got no points on the board, so irrelevant how well we think we played or thought we played, the league table doesn't lie, so we need to look at ourselves as an individual and then as a team, and we have to do something about it, and we're running out of games, so we've got to be quicker rather than, sooner rather than later, sorry.
And talking about the game today, where do you think it went wrong today?
Like I said, to a man, we've just got to take ourselves accountability. Could we have run more? Could we have had more quality? Could we have defended both our box better, been more clinical in their boxes? There's many things that we can point our fingers at, but like I said, the be-all and end-all is we've got to look at ourselves and take accountability to a man. We've got to realise our position, our roles in the team as individuals, and then if 11 working men are working well, it'll make it better. But I think sometimes we do too much for our role, and I think we just got a soften the belly that we need to. It's a bad situation. Nobody's confidence is high at the minute. We have to find it from somewhere, find a purpose, a reason why we do it, why we come into training every day. We've got to create a standard, got to cross the white line and put everything out there. We've got to be able to look at ourselves in the mirror after every game and just say, I did our role, and I don't think, me included, we can do that today. I think they're not our greatest of side, no disrespect to them, but coming here at home, we've got to defend our home. If somebody was breaking into my house, I'm not defending like that, and I think we've got to start doing that on a Saturday.
You've obviously been in the game for a long time. You've experienced ups and downs. Have you been in a situation before where it feels like you've reached the bottom now and you have to really fight your way to get out of it?
Yeah, for sure. I think you've got to bottle this feeling in. Nobody likes this feeling. Before every game now, we've just got to remember this feeling. So in that 90 minutes, we don't want this feeling again. Like I said, we've had it for a few weeks now, and we're running out of time. We've obviously had results that haven't gone our way this day, so we've got to do all we can. It sounds like a beating drum and we're just going over and over and saying generic things, but we can say what we want here, we can say what we want before the game, after the game, but it's too late. Between them 90 minutes, we've got to do everything we can to keep this football club in this league.
And the only focus now has got to be on Wrexham on Good Friday, and you and all the group of players really coming together to making sure you perform there.
Literally, it's a game. Like I said, it's a situation nobody wants to be in, but so you have to rise, either swim or sink, and this is something that's going to define you as a person, as a character, as a player. These kind of things you don't want on your CV. Nobody wants a relegation. Got a team that's got a good feel factor. They've got a big stadium. They'll have their fans rocking X, Y and Z. We've got to go and crash and spoil that party. It's simple as that.
Do you think it's crystallised that you've dropped into the bottom 4 for the first time tonight? Because you've always just been above it, haven't you?
I think this is when reality hits the most, because we've been flirting with it. Now that it's actually reality, I'd like to think hopefully we see the severity of the situation. I'd like to think that we knew already, but if there's no bigger indication now, if you look at that table, like I said, the league table don't lie, we haven't been good enough for a few weeks now. And I think the league table really shows that now more than ever. And nobody, like I said, nobody wants to be down there. Nobody likes being down there. We've got to have the confidence that there's 4 teams worse than us, and we've got to do everything to prove that.